Finally, it has been achieved. Jellyfish DNA has been infused with the eggs of a crocodile, and the 2-week-old baby croc has already regenerated one back leg entirely, and its entire tail with the same patterns and scale. The results are indiscernible from the original limbs. Preparations are in place to test missing jaws and broken bones. Let's hope they don't flush this one, shall we? Alright, so when I was about 13, I was learning how to drive, and while we were going through the motions, someone, who genuinely called himself John Thomas, was in the area and enjoyed watching the practice. He started talking to my mum and they hit it off. For some reason, we totally trusted this entirely unknown stranger. He had a convertible, and I was jazzed to get a lift back home in it. My mum followed, and they're adults, obviously, and while he was a guest in our home, he was treated with great kindness. It was me, my brother, and a close friend, Jim, and my mum, all watching telly, and I was fucking about for some reason in the garden. I've already told you what happened, but I've never included this preamble. So, while I was in the hospital, getting shots and bandages after being impaled, in my arm, this stranger is still in my house with the other two, watching again and again a videotape of me failing so hard through the fence. So now, when I'm telling this story, I always have this John Thomas waving around the back of my mind. He only stayed for that one night and then left the next morning. Obviously, why now? I'm not naive and I'm not ignorant now. This dude, he met us, and then I did that, and then he spent the day getting stoned and watching a dumb kid get dumb hair again and again. And as time went on, more details were shared with me. He was on the run, and he was staying out of trouble by being around us not. He was a good dude, fuck knows what he did, but he was in a rush it seems, but not enough to give that. Did you know there is a new Oriental chain of restaurants with an unfortunately long name, being lost in translation of course, is expanding after a brilliant fiscal year, opening in all major cities around the world, one country at a time. The first year is going to expand into Germany, competing with German delicacies like bratwurst, which would be astonishing if the chain survives. Serving dishes with comical names like Dogs Bollocks and Cattail. The owner laughed when he was asked if it was serious with the names. He became quite open and expressive when explaining that, good food is often spoiled by the names we give it. Sometimes the names are just enough to put people off. Keep an eye out for these restaurants in your cities. Ching Chong Chinaman's Cat Taste Trophy has authentic Oriental meals like nowhere should. See, at this point I really shouldn't say thanks for watching, because I'm not really thankful, and neither are you. Sure, it's nice to say, but it's really, really fake, especially like right now. I know there's a couple of people returning, and I know there's something here, but it's hard to say thanks when there's nothing to be thankful for either of us. I'm doing this because I find it funny, and the world has eased up a bit on its persecution of attempted comedy. So before I end this and get on another plane, I have a problem that for years I've never been able to solve. So if any of you know, I would be entirely grateful if you could tell me how to open those fucking peanut bags without looking like an idiot, digging into the bloody seats, looking for that last peanut, and it's hidden in the corner of the bag. So to save that hassle, please help